Alright guys, I'm back out here once again, another bonus footage. Now this is going to be all bonus films. I'm not giving up. I'm coming out here every night by myself and doing this. I'm feeling a little better than I did yesterday. I may have to go back in here in about an hour and take some more medication. But I'm not giving up on this. I've got my top on for my ghillie suit. I'm out here doing this stuff. Anyway, I've heard one weird sound already tonight. So, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you everybody for the support on this thermal series I've been doing. This will be, I won't do this often, so I'm going to do it this week, and then I'll quit blowing your guys' feet up with these boring episodes. But I'm going to just keep uploading because there's a few of you that do enjoy them. So, again, thank you guys. I don't want to waste too much of your time rambling about this video series, so let's get this started. Got some weird sounds out this way. That kind of sounds like the werewolf from the Harry Potter movies, Professor Lupin. It's up about that way. I'm gonna keep the Panasonic running because it has a better microphone than the thermal. I'm gonna turn off my IR. I'm gonna sit this in my pouch. Okay, looks a lot hotter tonight. It's a lot hotter tonight, and I've got Brittany with me, and I'm gonna have to take this thing off because I'm about to stroke out. I've got sweat running down every crack of my body.
I'm about to go inside for emergency landing. They left me outside by myself. I'm so scared. Just kidding. Something's gonna happen now, I just know it. He's seen something for the last 2 days out here. I hope he hurries up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Okay, I gave in. I took it off. I'm trying to show you guys what I got underneath. I got my chest rig over here. Firearm and armpit. And Brittany back here. Big booty Judy.
Stop it. I'm done.
Kick in the bucket. Damn it, I just turned my camera off. Meat signature's back. That same meat signature was there last night. The same spot. Blaine, it sounded like the werewolf
Did you get out?
from Harry Potter, Professor Lupin.
You're back. Did you howl?
No, he done nothing. Why? I want these things to come down here and not know I'm here. I mean, they know I'm here, but...
My eyes still trying to adjust.
Okay, so... me and Zach went up to Miss Jana's house and helped her fix her steps on her house. Because her wheelchair ramp, some of the wood has rotted out. We didn't want her to fall through and break her leg on one of them rotten boards. So we went up there and did that. While we were up there, she had some leaking coming around her chimney on her 3-story house. It's a rock house. And we have a friend that's going to come out and look at that and see if he can fix that for her. But I said, man, if I had my drone going, I could fly it up there and get all the pictures he needs. And so he can look at that. So Tyler can look at it, get it fixed. That way he ain't got to climb up there. I told her what kind of drone I had, and then I told her why I have it. She's like, oh, really? Yeah, I use it to hunt Bigfoot. I was like, really? Yeah. She's like, well, I ain't ever seen one out here, but she said the guy up here at the top of the hill. Remember, guys, the people I'm talking about live across the road from me. These are my neighbors. There's another private road just up the road from me. Within walking distance of my driveway. There's a handful of houses in there, and she said, such and such have a cabin up there, and they're selling it because they swear they have Bigfoot up there that are terrorizing them to the point where they've had to pull the trigger. So me and Zach are talking about going up there, knocking on this door, and seeing if we can talk to these people. And maybe, just maybe, your boy Adam from the Half Insurance Crew will buy this cabin for research, for science.
It could be your Half Insurance Crew hut.
Something else too, I'm not going to say any names. Well, actually I'll bleep it out so you understand what I'm talking about. Behind Shelby's there, that big field?
Yeah.
They haven't seen one. But Jason was talking to them, and they went out on their back porch to smoke cigarettes because they don't smoke inside the house. And something growled at them, and they went running back in the house. They don't smoke on that side of the house no more. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Now, some friends of mine, I don't know if I can see them from here. If we look through there, my neighbors, you can see that house through there. We've been talking on Facebook. I don't want to say their names, but they know who they are if they're watching. They watch our videos.
Hi, neighbors.
Yeah, hi neighbor. We're just, don't mind us, we're down here squatching. But anyway, she knows a lot about these things. And they heard one scream or howl. I don't remember how she put it. It was so loud they heard it from inside their house. Like over the TV loud. I would love for them to come on and talk about some of the stuff. Because I think she was telling me that where she's from, her home state, they had a lot of stuff go on.
Where's she from, Minnesota?
I don't remember. We'll stop recording and keep rolling, but try to save some memory. Just sitting here waiting on a Bigfoot. So where are the big feet? Yeah, I'm gonna go over there tomorrow with my GoPro. So I don't want to drag any other cameras. I know I'm gonna fall. Right now it's only about knee deep. That's crazy how when you're trying to hold this still, you can see your heartbeat. That sounds like. Calm down. Calm down. Alright, so I got Brittany out here with me tonight. She wanted to hear some of them wood knocks. Granted, we get a wood knock tonight. So far, we've got nothing. Just what?
Let me draw your face. Okay, yeah.
I'm getting pretty good to keep myself in frame without having that light in my eye. Is this eye dilated and this eye not?
Check it, man.
Boys and girls, when these leaves drop, it's gonna be game on.
I'm so excited.
I'm hitting this really hard. I'm giving you guys this daily mini-series of me running thermal. This started out, I'm gonna do this by myself. One time. And I got a little taste of maybe I might have got something. So I came out here last night and I uploaded it today. And I'm like, I'm seeing stuff. I'm hearing wood knocks. It's getting me out here. Here we are, night 3. I'm out here again. Like I said, I got Brittany with me, hoping to not be the only one to hear something. I had to take off my ghillie suit because I was burning my calories. I got a lot invested in this, so don't want to lose that.
Tomorrow when you go over there, you should put up a game killer.
It's not a bad idea. I should be out there stomping around, but as you guys know, I'm not going in there by myself. I know what's in those woods. I'm not going in there by myself.
That's kind of like saying, you want to go jump in this?
Yeah, it's like a feeling.
Of piranhas?
No. It's like, listen, there's 4 big alligators in that pond and you can't see them, and I want you to swim out there and get a picture of one. Alright. We're gonna get back to running thermal, get back to being quiet. There's a tree that's like, woo. That's where it would not come from too. I seen something over there earlier, but it looked like a little critter.
Did you?
Yeah. Right there, in between those 2 trees, it's right center of the screen's where I seen that thing up there. It was upright. When I go across there tomorrow, I'll have you stay over here with the thermal, and I'll stand there in that spot. We'll get a size comparison, and over here. Man, if I had my rock crawler, man, I wish I still had that. We would just drive over there.
Sorry.
We wouldn't even get the wheels wet. The only thing that wet's the tires. 44s cross that, no problem.
The Jeep would make it over there?
The Cherokee?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would. It'd make it over there. It's coming back up this bank I think we'd have trouble with, but...
There's a winch.
Because it's all sand.
There's a winch, there's a way.
If there's a winch, there's a way. The way I've been looking at it is when the walnuts and acorns start to drop.
Yeah.
Is when it usually gets the most active. Usually. Now this year, pretty well has me befounded.
I mean...
Not really making any sense this year.
Yeah. It's been on and off. Like when it's hot, it's hot.
It's been like a 2 to... It's like every other month. There's like 2 weeks it could be hot, 2 weeks it's not, or it could be a little longer. There's definitely a pattern where these things are coming and going. There's no doubt. Do I think they're migrating? I don't think so. I think they have different food sources that they migrate back and forth to. You know, like they're just like a deer. A buck will walk 7 miles a day, but they have like a 17-mile radius or something like that. They will just go, go, go.
Do you think they hibernate?
No, these things don't hibernate.
Well, I mean, like, do you think that they scour for food before the winter?
I think they try to fatten up before the winter.
Well, I mean, like...
These things are like people. I think they have a different type of metabolism. I think their metabolism... I don't know, it don't make sense. It's like their metabolism... Because these things all look big.
You think that their metabolism works faster than humans?
Their metabolism can probably, depending on the season or the conditions, speed up or slow down. That's the only way these things can survive. I mean, look at cattle. All they eat is grass, and look how big they get.
Yeah.
Look at gorillas. Which, really, gorillas don't really get that big. But I'm just saying, for example, look at the muscle mass on those things.
That's what I say, they're mainly muscle.
Like, for example, a buck. You would mistake a buck for a doe at the beginning of the year in springtime. But right about now, they're swelling up. Their antlers are in velvet, they're rubbing on trees, and their necks are going to swell up, and they're going to be big old monsters. You know, and they get all studded up for the rut. When all the does hit heat, rut, prime rut. And when the rut's over, their antlers fall off, and they get skinny again. They look just like a doe. Bitty bitty, bitty bitty. And then the process starts over.
Well,
I'm sure that these creatures' metabolism, testosterone, hormones, all fluctuates depending on the environment that they're in. Like, how do they stay hot or warm in the winter? How do they stay cool in the summer? How do they contain water? Like a camel? Camels can go a long time without water in the desert.
I mean, look at a humpback whale. All they eat is krill.
Yeah, look at a humpback whale. All they eat is little krillfish. These things are like giant homeless guys on steroids walking around the woods.
Well, what I'm saying is, I don't think they hibernate, but I think they're like squirrels.
we've heard a couple potential wood knocks. Nothing really deep enough or loud enough to say, hey, oh, that was a wood knock, like last night. Just panning back and forth, and from time to time I'm hitting record, and because I'm sure you guys don't want to see this all night. Look, a rock. Look, another rock. Look, it's that rock again. Look, another rock.
Have you looked up in the trees yet?
Yeah, a little bit. The other night I could see something flying around up there, but I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying these. Got 2 more nights of this. I'm going to quit doing this. Me and Brittany were talking about doing a constant series called Thermal Thursdays, where I do this on Thursday nights, which will probably actually be filmed on a Wednesday night and uploaded on a Thursday night. Go to different places. And see, it's the weekday, and I know a lot of you guys are like, where's Shelby at? Why ain't Shelby in the videos? Shelby is in bed. He's got to work in the morning. Brittany's getting ready to go inside. She's got to work in the morning. I am currently off work because I am having heart issues. So I'm at a standstill and at the doctor's mercy until they figure out what's going on with my heart. I'm a truck driver. They will not let me drive a truck until they know for sure what's going on. I still don't have any answers. Dog's growling.
Behind us.
What's he growling at?
Where's he at?
Growling right there where the bucket was.
You shot my light. Watch your thermal.
Yeah. It's not going to hurt my thermal. I can't see the light on thermal. Watch him, Hank. Watch him. Get him.
Dog's growling. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go investigate. Come on. Yeah.
I'll ask Brittany this question since she's holding the camera. How many times have me, you, and our kids been down here fishing and heard a tree fall right there?
Oh,
I know one of them we could actually see the limbs come down.
that one was intense. I'd say at least 8 times. I mean, I'm sure it's probably more, but that I can occur. Just recently, I heard something when I was fishing over there at Sun Lake.
Well, that's when Ozark Adventures was down here.
Mm-hmm.
And he come down here with his camera and his microphone went on.
Mm-hmm.
Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
But it's happened quite a few times. I know 2 of them though I can remember for sure.
Well, what's crazy is that, like, on this entire property, whenever the sun starts setting, and it gets darker and darker, the place that I always catch myself looking at is over here.
To me, it's always right there because that tree came down the 2 times that I can remember right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just getting dark. I'm like, all right, guys, it's time to go back up to the house. Crash. That was the first one. The second time, the last time me and Elias were down here, you and Emma were sitting there trying to tie a hook, and me and him was over there fishing. And it come down, we seen it, we're just like, and kept fishing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We just kept fishing. Mom was down here with her little chihuahua fishing. She was sitting there on the rock fishing. She said she heard something coming down through the woods and she thought It was probably a cow, because sometimes cattle get out. Not the left eye. But she heard it and she got freaked out. Because it was big whenever it went down through the woods. See, let's stick around and see it now. She was also down here with my niece, Olive. And they were fishing. And she seen a person walk through here. So they went up to the house. That scared her more than whatever that was she couldn't see crashing through the woods. One of the scariest things that happened right here, right through here, down through here, where I'm showing you guys on thermal. Dad and Shelby were up there at the house. You gotta see the garage is kind of all lit up. They were working on the Chevy Tahoe that my dad had. It was like a 99 or 2000. And make sure it's not recording. And power steering pump went out. And that was kind of a chore. You gotta have a special tool to remove the pulley before you can get to the bolts for the power steering pump. And it was kind of a chore on that, which isn't really a chore anymore because we've had to do stuff like that so much. But at the time it was a deal because them kind of tools weren't just laying around. Now that there's like Harbor Freight and all these parts stores around here, those tools are easy to get. So anyway, Shelby and Dad are doing that. We're replacing this power steering pump. And Dad and Shelby said they heard this god-awful screaming sound. Like in pain, scream sound. Dad dropped what he was doing, ran up the back porch, and got to the back door thinking that Mom had cut herself in the kitchen, fallen down the stairs, something was wrong. Now, a lot of people say this thing was a panther, but like I said, Dad got up the back steps, realized it wasn't coming from the house, but it was coming from across the river. He said you could hear this thing screaming coming down through there. He said it was ah, 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 ah. He's screaming. So you could hear trees start breaking. You could hear it running. He said tree branches were snapping. It did that all the way down through here. And then there was that choke point at where our neighbor's house is at down there. Mm-hmm. That's where it stopped. And Dad and Shelby were like, what the hell was that? They finished putting the power steering pump on in the morning. He said that was creepy.
Here's one thing.
And I tell Dad this stuff, like when Miguel came down, Miguel's like, hey Tam, I'm going to interview you. And Dad's like, he's sitting there, he's like, what should I talk about? I said, well, let's talk about stuff you've heard, stuff you've seen. You know, talk about the camper handle, you know, the door handles being jiggled, the stuff that smacked the side of it, the thing you've seen right here with the sober eye shine, the one that you and Mom seen when you guys are fishing at the catfish hole. Talk about the thing that ran through the woods that day when you guys were working on the Tahoe. You know, talk about that stuff. Talk about the weird crap you hear, the whistles, the screams, the howls,
when you
the
were
knocks.
gone, when you and I were running around the backyard.
Yeah, talk about that. When so I have a little bit of video footage. It's not much. Like I said earlier, I'm a truck driver and I run evenings, so I don't get done at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That's about when I get home. So I get a phone call from Brittany. The dog's got in a fight with something. They're both covered in blood. I can't tell if they're tore up. And Hank, when he's got a sore spot, he's kind of a nipper. He won't let you touch it. He'll nip you. So I told her, I said, well, call Dad. Have Dad come over here, look at the dogs. You know, I don't want you getting bit. So So Dad comes over here. He's looking the dogs over. They're not really tore up that bad, but they're soaking wet. Like, it's a bull. But they're soaking wet like it was in the river. Maybe they got thrown in the river. So we're kind of speculating that they got in a fight with something, either ended up in a river or something threw them in a river. But they were scratched up pretty good, covered in blood. Why they were trying to figure out what was wrong with the dogs, Dad said if you let them go, they'll go right back to whatever they got in a fight with. So they let the dogs at the porch and they're out here running back and forth. And that tornado had just blew through a month before that, so we had trees down all over the yard. And the dogs were down here, they're trying to call the dogs back. And you heard something like running towards you.
Yeah, I heard something run towards me from our right side.
Dixie reacted to it. And you're trying to get Dad's attention because he's kind of standing down this way. And when you panned the camera to look at Dad, but you had no idea it was there. I was putting a video together. And there was something standing down here in this riverbank with red eye shine. And Brittany wasn't using a red flashlight. So barely got it, but I got it. It's there. So I put that in there. That's in the documentary I did of your stories. You
think so.
What was that? Hank's right there. I've had quite a few people ask me for more context on some of the stuff that's happened around here. I think maybe once or twice a year we'll try to do a video of like, this is the stuff that's happened here.
An update.
Just a refresher. Been going on around here since my grandma was a little girl. And once she bought the property, that's when she started living through it. The other night I was out here and it sounded like a cow was over there dying.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Don't ask me how I know what that sound is.
Dun, dun, dun. I'll turn around because I can't see.
Brittany made us a new Bigfoot decal for the side of it. What do you guys think? We also got a UFO. We got a permit. We got our UFO. We got some stickers we picked up on some of the places we've been. There's the ambulance. Got our stuff all loaded up. Ready for another outing. She's ready to go. Now needs a few things.
Crossing Realms Conference is coming to Richmond, Missouri this September. Be sure to get your tickets at eventbrite.com for your chance to meet some outstanding researchers like Blondes and Booze Paranormal, BMR Sasquatch Theory, the Half-Inch Wrench Crew, and much, much more. We hope to see you there.